As you get settled into the flight, please remain seated and avoid standing in the aisles, galleys and social areas. Thank you very much for your cooperation and have a pleasant flight with us.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On my channel you will find watch reviews, buying experiences and a lot of content about Dubai and traveling. If you like my content, it would be great if you subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. So guys, today we can finally unbox and do the first review about my holy grail watch, the Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi. I think I mentioned it already a million times, but the Pepsi is by far my favorite Rolex watch. Luckily, someone far away helped me a lot to get this grail watch. So I was able to buy it directly from a Rolex store and captured the full experience for you in a video. In case you haven't seen the video yet, I will put you the link into the description, and now it is time to start the unboxing. I am wearing my Rolex Explorer today, which was my first Rolex that I bought in Dubai. The watch comes in the classic green Rolex bag. I actually like those bags a lot as they just feel super premium. Much better than usually the bags some mixed brand stores give you with the watches. For the first time, I also received a giveaway with the watch. An original Rolex cap. A really nice gesture from the AD to give a small giveaway with the watch, even though it is a super hot piece. Then the new Rolex catalog, which I just put in the bag to give you a small preview of the watch we are going to unbox now. So the Oyster Perpetual GMT Master 2 was presented in 1982 as the ideal watch for crisscrossing the globe. Unique features as the bidirectional rotatable bezel with a 24-hour graduation. The GMT Master 2 is the direct descendant of the original GMT Master that was launched in 1955. And here is my beauty. It is called the Pepsi because of the color scheme, which consists out of blue and red. And this is equal to what you would find at the Pepsi logo. The bezel is definitely the highlight with the ceramic insert combining red and blue. And also with the ceramic it will give you the ultimate long-lasting durability. Enough of the catalog. Time to move on. In addition to the watch, I received the coffin. Usually you never get these things with the watch, but it was definitely a nice gesture by the AD as I was able to transport it in the coffin on the 17 hours flight, and also handled it with the coffin at the airport for the customs duty and also at the tax bag and everything else. So it was definitely good protected, and I arrived with the watch in Dubai without having already some scratches on it. So also here a big thank you to the AD, as you probably know they usually don't give you the coffin with the watch. The watch comes in the medium size box with the SAP code 39139. Let's remove the outer sleeve together. Next, we have a Rolex cardboard box with the crown logo on top. Two receipt envelopes. I actually needed two receipts for the custom duties and the tax back office. As I can't show you the receipt, of course, as it contains some personal data, let me quickly explain you the price. So the watch costs around $9,500, I think. Actually, you can just check it on the Rolex.com website. And as I bought it in the United States, this price is without tax, so then you have to add the tax on top. But from the tax again, you will get 50% back. But then if you import it to Dubai, you can add another few percent on top, which are actually close to 10%, so quite a few percent. So in the end, I think I ended up at around $10,700 that I paid for the watch. So with the tax back and the custom duties and the price I paid, everything in total around $10,700 or $10,800, I think. And yeah, this is of course still much cheaper than what you would pay on the second-hand market, as you have to consider that this watch is trading at gray market dealers, or if you buy directly from a flipper, you maybe get it a little bit cheaper, but it will be somewhere in the range of $17,000 to $18,000. What you would have to pay for the watch if you are not buying it at an official Rolex store. Next, we have the protective cover for the box and the green Rolex Oyster box. Actually, boxes are not really important to me, but it would be nice if Rolex could actually update the box to something that feels a little bit more premium. And please, Rolex, keep this small form factor for the boxes. I can actually say, as a watch collector, huge boxes can also be a pain, as you have to store them, and my cabinet, for example, is already full of watch boxes, so it's very welcome if those boxes are quite small. And yeah, in addition, I think you never use those boxes again. It's just nice to have them. And of course, you need to keep them with the watches, as also I would never buy a watch without the box. But again, you need to store all the boxes, and that can become quite a pain if you buy a lot of watches, I can tell you. Then we have the paperwork to the watch, a small leather pocket with the warranty card and warranty manual, and of course the technical manual for the watch. Let's have a look into the manual. In case you want to read something, just pause the video, guys, and I will go through the whole manual for you. But you can also download it for free on the Rolex website. And the warranty manual. And the warranty card, which is now in the new design. It contains only the reference and the serial number and the day of purchase. So unfortunately there's not your signature anymore of the card. I think that was quite a nice feature, especially if you wanna pass on the watch to your children or so. Would have been nice to still have the signature on the card. Then together with the watch we also get all the small accessories, and it's really cool that the AD packed them nicely in a mini bag. So actually I have to admit that I love this mini bag and how it looks packed. It's so tidy and clean, and of course much better than if the ADs just throw everything inside the box. And yeah, so with this bag, which you could actually store underneath the pillow, it looks really cool. Then inside the mini bag we have the hang tag, which contains the serial number and the reference of your watch. And actually I know some dealers refuse to give this hang tag with the box, but I would be pretty strict, I think, with that. I would probably not buy the watch if the AD tells me I can't get the hang tag with the watch, as there is your serial number like engraved or stamped into the hang tag, and for me it's just a proof of authenticity of the watch. So yeah, I would definitely want to have it with the watch, and it would feel like there's something missing out of the set already if your AD is not giving it to you with the watch. Yeah, and again, what are the ADs doing with it? They will probably just throw it away, and yeah, this just ruins the experience a little bit for me. And yeah, actually I mean the argument would be for them, or many say then, yeah, we don't want to sell to flippers. But yeah, come on guys, in the end I don't think this will prevent a flipper from buying the watch, and it just ruins the experience for the collectors a little bit, in my view. Then we have the Rolex Superlative Chronometer certification, which gives you the insurance that the watch runs at -2 to +2 seconds a day after casing. So this means it's not only the movement that has been tested, so it's actually the movement has been put into the case, the watch is sealed and everything, and then it is tested, because of course during the whole process, when the movement is married with the case, still stuff can happen and it's not running as precise as when for the cost certification they are just testing the movement. So this is definitely a step higher and much better if Rolex is testing the movement after it has put into the case. Then 2 additional links in the bag, which had to be removed so the watch fits nicely to my wrist. Again, this is how every dealer should pack the watch and the small accessories that come with the watch, in my view, as it just looks perfect like that. And finally the watch, guys. The Rolex GMT Master 2 reference 126710 BLRO, or so-called Pepsi. I actually used the watch a lot already, so all the scratches and the dings at the clasp that you can see were of course produced by me due to wearing it so much already. Let's remove the bezel protector and enjoy the beautiful bezel. Again, this is the best Rolex for me, and you can be sure I will never sell it. This is a piece you want to pass on to your kids later and keep it in the family. And guys, I can just tell you, it is so difficult to get this watch. I mean, again, everyone who watched the video, I had to take a flight all around the world. I called more than 100 ADs. I tried with our local AD where I bought a lot of watches already, and it just felt like it's impossible. So I can just tell you again, guys, if you have the chance and you get one of these watches and you really want to sell it, be sure you will probably never get this watch again in your whole life, or you would need to buy it with a high premium on the second-hand market. And yeah, so anyway, in addition, for me then, maybe as quite an emotional guy, you could say, all the memories and so on when I took the flight to the US, picked it up, and the warranty card that was signed the day I picked up the watch. Anyway, those things you will never get again. So yeah, just due to that, I would never sell it. Good, then let's check the weight now first of the watch. It comes at around 138 grams, excluding the 2 removed links. For comparison, my Explorer is 128 grams. Time to check the dimensions of the watch. The case diameter is 40 millimeters. The lug to lug distance is 47.8 millimeters. The thickness is 12 millimeters. The bracelet starts at 20 millimeters and tapers down to 16 millimeters. The clasp is 17.5 millimeters. Let's speak about the features now. The watch has a 24-hour rotatable bezel. This bezel can first of all help you to read the GMT hand, which works on a 24 hours dial and not in two 12 hours intervals like the small hour hand works. But also you could check with the bezel at different time zone in addition. So actually you could go up to 3 time zones with the watch. Then the dial of the watch is a black lacquered dial for high legibility in all conditions. So it has those simple shapes like triangles, circles and rectangles, combined with the broad hands, and this all together gives you a really good legibility and lets you also really quickly read the time. Also inside the markers there's a good amount of luminescent material, so this definitely of course also helps you again for a good legibility. The dial is protected with a sapphire glass and has a Cyclops lens attached to it. With that it is really easy to read the date, and actually at first I did not like the Cyclops lens so much, but now it became some kind of a distinctive Rolex feature for me, and more important, makes the watch pretty interesting to look at. The symmetry of a no date can of course be also beautiful, and sometimes I even prefer that, but I think if you would, for example, want to stick to one watch and also keep that for a very long time, I think in the long run the Cyclops lens makes a Rolex more interesting to look at, a little bit more playful, and will probably make you love it also for a longer time and never get bored by looking at it. Inside the watch we can find the 3285 movement, which is from the new movement generation. It is entirely developed and manufactured by Rolex, has a power reserve of 70 hours and runs at -2 to +2 seconds a day. Usually even more precise, but this is the testing frame it has to achieve. The movement is an automatic bidirectional self-winding movement and has a GMT function in addition. It also has a hacking seconds hand for precise time setting. The watch is made out of the famous Rolex Oyster steel, which is highly resistant to corrosion. Oyster steel belongs to the 904L steel family and is mostly used in high technology, aerospace and chemical industries where maximum resistance to corrosion is essential. The GMT Master 2 Pepsi comes on the famous Jubilee Bracelet. The Jubilee is a really comfortable 5-piece link bracelet, which was originally created for the launch of the Datejust in 1945. The Jubilee bracelet on the GMT Master is equipped with a folding safety clasp, so you can't accidentally open it. And of course it also has the Comfort Easy Link extension included. And guys, once you had an easy extension feature on a bracelet, you never want to miss it again. Especially in Dubai, where we have hot climate outside, but cold, chill temperatures inside the buildings, this feature is like a must-have. Within seconds you can extend the bracelet by 5 millimeters. So whenever you go outside, the weather is hot and humid, which lets your wrist expand a little bit, you can just use the easy extension for that. I would also advise you to set the bracelet at the AD with the easy extension closed, as you will likely face normal temperatures inside the store. In addition, the clasp allows for 3 micro adjustment positions, so Rolex makes sure you will find the perfect fit. The crown is a screw-down crown with a triple waterproofness system. The water resistance of the watch is 100 meters or 330 feet, so you can wear it during water activities like swimming. Of course, you can't dive with it, but for this you should probably buy a submariner or a deep sea. Time for some wrist shots. And the loom shot for you. So what is my summary now? Guys, it's pretty simple. This watch is just amazing. It feels superb while you're wearing it, and the famous Pepsi bezel is just an icon. I couldn't imagine it to be any better, to be honest. Unfortunately, it is very rare, and such a rare opportunity to be able to get this watch from the Rolex stores. And I'm just super thankful to my AD for making the whole trip and purchase and everything possible. If you have any question, guys, please drop me a comment, give me a like, and I hope to see you all soon again in another video. And with that, Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and bye bye.